I should turn my hat around and make it look like it's not the same day. This is a new shirt, by the way, guys. You like my new blank navy tee? All I ever wear is navy. Gotta keep the tradition going. Y'all say you didn't like it? Okay. We're back today. It's the same day. Gonna act like it's a few hours later, but this is like 2 minutes after I recorded the Beyblade video. So, hello. We got a video from Dan Boy Wonder again, making another Ben 10 video. Only two cartoons I really watch, man. Ben 10 and Beyblade. So we're gonna replicate that on this channel. This one's called Episode 2 Dark for Cartoon Network. So let's see what he's talking about here. I saw the thumbnail, so I already know what he's talking about. Start the recording right there. Hopefully it works. Back-to-back videos. Sometimes it has a little hiccup. All right, we're good. So let's do it. 15 minutes. Nice.
Remember those days when you were younger, coming home from school and wanting to watch your favorite cartoon that always brightens your day?
Is that Courage?
Dark moments in cartoons have always been interesting. They basically were a lot of kids' first experience with horror and the disturbing realities of life.
What is that? What is that episode of SpongeBob where? Is that like the Future episode? Future. I forget what they had, like a repeated phrase in this specific scene. I can't remember what it was right now. A little out of the SpongeBob loop. We should do a SpongeBob video next.
Basically were a lot of kids' first experience with horror and the disturbing realities of life. You could be watching an episode of a show aimed at kids, then witness something crazy like lemon cannibalism or the self-destruction that comes with being obsessed with or Dan Schneider and be scarred for the rest of your life. I know
Dan Schneider just on his own, just Dan Schneider.
Than any other network. I listed 2 examples, but you could pick a dark moment or episode from any show in their catalog.
What is it? What was the phrase he was saying there? I can't remember. It's not the power within. That's a different episode.
Wholeheartedly believe Courage the Cowardly Dog is a dark entity that existed only to scare the shit out of kids. Young me avoided that show like Sony not addressing the response to their "you will not own anything" announcement.
I ain't avoided. I tried to watch it. It was just a little boring.
And like they're all hilarious.
The dog don't even speak English.
Episodes that hinge on scary or disturbing imagery. One episode that I feel gets overlooked in this discussion is Ben 10.
Yeah, this Captain Nemesis. I don't even like this episode. I was really hesitant on watching this. I really should have just kept with the Beyblade theme. But let's see if Dan Boy Wonder can make this interesting. This weak ass Captain Nemesis dude.
Gets overlooked in this discussion is Ben 10 Ultimate Aliens Catch a Falling Star. Part of why I feel like it's flown under the radar is that it just seemed like a normal yet random episode to kids. But when you take a deeper look at it, you'll find a commentary on Stockholm Syndrome accompanied by other bleak moments that make this episode one of the darkest in Ben 10 and Cartoon Network.
Yeah, this shit is nasty word.
At the beginning of this episode, we meet the driving forces behind it. The girl getting catcalled and asked for autographs is Jennifer Nocturne, a movie star who made her first appearance.
She always confused me when I was a kid. I never really knew her motive. Like, she's always Stockholm Syndrome. She's always coming back to that dude who abused her. But at the same time, she's flirting with Ben at the same time. Like, that just never made sense to me.
Getting catcalled and asked for autographs.
She was flirting. I think she was flirting with Ben just to, like, get closer to Ben. For this dude, I don't know.
Jennifer Nocturne, a movie star who made her first appearance in the last season of the show.
I usually skip these episodes.
Is Freddie Mercury's evil twin, Captain Nemesis, who
this dude is so lame. Captain Nemesis, look at him, look.
Where at first he was playing the
Captain Nemesis.
For Ben led him down the path of villainy.
This guy is funny as hell. The news reporter, Harang. Harang needs to be in jail.
Though, like, his name is Captain Nemesis, and I don't think that term really screams I'm a good guy, you know? Jennifer ends up helping Nemesis break out of his containment via pipe bomb.
Does anybody like this dude?
Wondering why sweet little old blonde girl is in leagues with an evil man with a receding hairline. To give a bit of context, we do have to revisit their debut episode.
No.
In that episode, Ben found himself doing his usual shitty boyfriend routine with Julie as he was making some moves on Jennifer and at the same time competing with Captain Nemesis to see who was the better hero.
Like, was this the scheme from her? Like, what I was talking about earlier, getting closer to him. Was this the scheme from her as soon as, like, she first saw him? Was this what she was trying to do? It didn't seem like she was trying to do that. It seemed like she was really just interested in Ben, which is, like, predatory. I think this is a grown woman, and Ben is, like, 15 years old at the time. But we'll just slide past that for now. But she genuinely seemed interested in Ben in the beginning. And if you're already like obsessed with this other crazy dude. Like you're so obsessed with him that like are you cheating on him? I don't know. I don't get her.
Jennifer
I don't
is at the
understand. I
same
don't know what's
time
going on.
competing with Captain Nemesis to see who was the better hero. Ben ends up cooking Nemesis so bad that he decided to go full William Dafoe and kidnap both Jennifer and Julie and make Ben choose. But since Ben is the GOAT, he saves them both and effortlessly takes out Nemesis. Now, I know you're
Nemesis
still
sorry
wondering
as
what
hell.
led to these two pairing up. Well, it seems that between those events and this episode, Jennifer has created a strong bond with the man.
Okay, so the bond wasn't there
Nemesis
yet.
was your typical fake good guy revealed to be bad guy cliche. And Jennifer, besides trying to get with a 16-year-old, was just your normal average pretty celebrity. They both were just these normal characters in hero time. So going from that to being these
Y'all both need to be in jail.
deal makes this whole development and theme of the episode something that catches you off guard. But then again, that's part of the scare factor when it comes to these things. The possibility that it can happen to anyone applicable. Ben and Gwen have been alerted about the breakup, and as they work on this case, this episode puts their beliefs about the situation against each other in an interesting, non-confrontational way. Ben immediately assumes the position of Jennifer's defender, believing that there is no way she could play a part in Nemesis' escape. Real Stan energy right there, my boy. Gwen, however, believes that Jennifer could have played a part in it, trying not to be blinded by her fame and her appearance as a ditzy blonde to absolve her of any chance of being an accomplice. I appreciate that they both have these differing opinions, and I'm glad that they aren't used to manufacture needless tension. Instead, it's used to showcase each character's way of thinking. Ben is a hero through and through, the kind that trusts people and tries to see the good in them no matter what. But in an episode like this that's deeply grounded in reality, Ben's Boy Scout attitude is really put to the test here and ultimately gets exploited. Throughout this episode, he fails.
Yeah, this was this era of Ultimate Alien where they start introducing all these random ass aliens that do the same thing as other aliens. Not Clockwork. Clockwork was pretty cool, but they got aliens like Eatle and fucking Fast Track. Eatle's like robotic upgrade, not upgrade. What's that? Upchuck. Robotic Upchuck. He just eats trash and spits it back at people. Like, we did not need him, and he overuses the hell out of that alien. Fast Track is just ugly ass Accelerate. Not even ugly. It's just like the fact that he looks like a cliche superhero. They couldn't have. There's no way that's an alien that looks like that. It just looks like a guy in a suit. It's supposed to look like an alien. It's just a guy in a suit. Accelerate. So why not just bring Accelerate back? Aliens like that, dude. You know, Ultimate Alien used to be my favorite thing, but then I grew up and I took my mask off.
And ultimately gets exploited. Throughout this episode,
it's really anytime an episode's gonna be trash when they're driving through a fucking desert like this. That's how you know it's gonna be trash. I'm not gonna fuck with it.
When they go to question Jennifer's mom and he has to amuse her with humongous sword,
Jennifer's mom
even put up a good enough performance to try to get them.
Jennifer came out the trenches, bro. Jennifer is a classic rags to riches story. This is like Taylor Swift background right here.
Humongous sword. He can't even put up a good enough.
She's like the Taylor Swift of Cartoon Network,
to cut
dude.
Ben some slack, he was depending on Humongous sword of all aliens. You know, the alien that a lot of y'all think is y'all go.
Hey.
Like, come on.
Yes. Talk trash about Humongous sword. All he does is grow. These lame ass, these strength aliens. I tell you, like why? And he's so overused too. He's always using Humongous sword. Ben, why is this your favorite alien? I'm not even on that today. I'm not equipped to talk about that today.
I think is y'all goat. Like, come on, this nigga's a deer. He can't even hold up a trailer home. This is why Forearms, Wrath, Armadillo, even Kicking Hawk slammed this frog.
Low key.
Sorry about that. I had to fill my
low key
for the video. On a real note, I wouldn't call this type
these aliens are weak as hell. Aliens that are just like mirror images of stuff on Earth, animals that have been on Earth at least. Humongous sword, get the fuck out of here, dude.
From Ben bad writing. It's just that this episode makes his approach a lot harder to succeed, but it in turn supports Gwen's logical approach. Thanks to her underrated detective skills, they're able to stay on Nemesis's track. As Ben gets tired
Why does he look
of
different in every
getting
scene?
harassed by this woman, Gwen talks the mother into giving them an item to help track down Jennifer. While this scene is here mainly for levity, the mom's attitude helps create the idea of Jennifer actually developing Stockholm Syndrome as a means to cope. She cares more about Ben than she does tracking down her daughter, who's out somewhere lost with a supervillain. Jennifer's old doll is something that will be sentimental to any parent, but her, she just happily gives it away like she's clearing out for trash day. It all paints a deeply strained relationship, a strain that most definitely
this
started with
shit's
the
too
mother,
real.
and one that would cause anyone to feel lonely. Catching back up with Jennifer and Nesmith, we see them hiding out in an old motel with Ben and Gwen in hot pursuit. The cousins
Three
find
nights at the
and one of Ben 10’s
motel.
most prominent errors happen.
I've been thinking about what it would be like to stay at a motel. Low key. Every time I've ever gone on vacation, my parents are always like, they're hell bent on getting the nicest hotel available, and we always schedule a hotel like the night we're driving to like look for somewhere to stay. So even that's not really like the nicest quality hotel. It's usually like an embassy suite or something. But never been in a motel before. Do motels even exist anymore? Have any of y'all been in a motel? I'm kind of thinking because like one day maybe I want to like travel. You know those dash cam YouTubers that just travel on highways, like full I-95 trip, all 24 hours. Full I-95 up and down the coast, dash cam time lapse video. I would love to low key be one of those YouTubers like someday. But you gotta have somewhere to stay, like cheapest. I don't care about walking around and seeing shit. I don't care about quality. Like, give me just like a low quality motel for real. I don't know. These motels like
to go under the motel
they're
door.
painting us
However,
this
if you're a keen-eyed
this really
viewer
dangerous
or a
place to
well-versed
stay.
Ben 10 fan, you know that this shouldn't be possible because of Goop's big ass anti-gravity projector. You know, the thing that grants him his ability to move. It just conveniently disappears as he goes under the door. Now look, I love the projector as an idea for Goop's species as it adds to that whole world building that Benton is so rich with. But I can tell that the writers absolutely hate it because they treat it as if it doesn't exist, because this happens so many times. As Ben waits and explores the room, he ends up getting caught off guard by Nemesis.
I never thought about that. They got me. that anti gravity projector thing. Just sometimes it matters, sometimes it don't.
As Ben waits and explores the room, he ends up getting caught off guard by Nemesis, who hits him with an NFL level tackle. This fight always stuck out to me for the simple reason that we see a grown-ass man tap the jaw of a 16-year-old. Usually Ben is an alien when fighting.
He's so trash, dude.
But no, not this time. Ben does get the upper hand though, because the Tennyson gene is right up there with the extra.
You don't even need to
Ben
watch.
stops his taunting once Nesmith pulls out an insta-kill stick and finally decides to take control of the situation. However, it's too little too late, and his lack of urgency ends up coming back to bite him as he purposely avoided going alien out of pity for Nemesis, which sets up Jennifer to blast Clockwork's shoulder off while watching something on Live Leak.
Whoa, hold on. What, a Nemesis's gloves did that? We gotta clap that up. I didn't know Nemesis had that in him. I didn't know Nemesis weapons were that heavy duty.
Clockwork's shoulder off like I'm watching something on Live Leak. Like that's gore of my
Nemesis' shit did that.
Thankfully, best girl Gwen is able
Did he just say Clockwork was his favorite?
Gore of my favorite alien, bro. Thankfully, best girl Gwen.
That's your favorite alien? This big ass. There was no reason. They didn't even use him back in Ultimate Alien. They should have used him more than fucking Edel.
Human form as he now wears a cast. It's sort of a reverse of when Ben got a cold and it affected his aliens. I do wish this had more impact on the story, because other than when he uses swamp fire and you can see that his right arm is all shriveled up and useless, he eventually just rips the cast off for aura purposes and the battle damage is gone. It doesn't
here's Edel, dog. Edel, look at this fucking bitch. Look at him.
He just rips the cast off for aura purposes and the battle.
Look at him, dude. Look at his design. This guy's just weak as hell. Big ass fucking gasket. Trash mouth, dude.
No damage is gone.
He's supposed to be like a dung beetle.
Carry over to Edel in the
just bring Upchuck back.
Talk about though is just how bad of a look this is for Ben. Like, this is his Braun 2011 finals. To get critically wounded by people who aren't actual threats to you.
Oh god, how you get wounded by the Nemesis glove?
Seeing his arrogant personality that has helped him.
Look, here goes Upchuck.
Be exploited by regular people may seem like inconsistent writing, especially if you love the power skill. I know some of you out there use this in your arguments.
Oh my god, dude, I've seen people react to this shit. All they talk about is power skill. Anime people are just obsessed with power scaling, dude. And it's like, it's annoying sometimes, especially when you're trying to like react. Get them to react to your favorite show and all they can talk about is Whoa, the
However, it
power
all goes back
scaling.
to my
Power
idea
scaling is
earlier
crazy
about
here.
Ben just not meshing well with this current environment. Rather than seeing it as an inconsistency, I just believe the writers understand that. Ben has dealt with so many out of this world problems that it's believable he could be out of touch with these kind of Earth problems. You add that on top of his belief that Jennifer is a damsel in distress.
Facts. There's a lot of
shocking
inconsistencies with
performance
this
makes sense
show.
to me. While Ben is trying not to fucking die, Jarl and Jennifer go to meet her with a
Shit should have been over a long time ago. These
face
people are
change and,
weak.
you know, maybe a BBL. You never know what dude's doing nowadays. I like that when the doctor asks for his
Look at this
payment, Carl
dude.
looks
Look at this
Jennifer and
guy.
does the whole broke boyfriend thing where he acts.
This is exactly how these body shaper doctors probably look. This guy is this is the creepiest dude in the show.
On the other hand, it's kind of sad because you can make the assumption that he is just using her for his own benefit. It might not even be an assumption. I think that's actually what the episode.
Yeah, that's not even an assumption.
Also, I can't be the only one that notices the name of the doctor, like Dr. Purvis. I know my vision be fucked up sometimes, but I can't be
Purvis.
From this point on, Nemesis
Purvis. He looked like a Purvis.
Villain acts by murking both the surgeon and a random
Damn, Rip Purvis.
manipulating Jennifer, who is
why he do Purvis like that?
Partner, even when she shouldn't be. Nemesis just shows no remorse taking innocent lives and dragging someone he apparently loves.
Oh girl, he don't even fuck with her.
Criminal activity with him, so he can solely get revenge on a teenager who, you know, stands his girlfriend.
The hell is wrong with this dude?
Convoluted or complicated, but it's what makes the episode.
Does he come back in Omniverse? I haven't finished Omniverse.
Just writing gold for Ben 10 Ultimate Alien. I may actually be becoming this episode's like #1 defender. Like, this is like an arc I'm going on. I used to look at this like show. We get a great conversation between Ben and Gwen that starts off with Gwen saying that Jennifer's aura is weakening due to her losing herself. Ben still thinks it's strictly Nemesis responsible for Jennifer's new behavior until Gwen explains Stockholm Syndrome to him and points to this episode as I kind of forgot they just straight up.
Did she actually say the word Stockholm Syndrome? That's kind of crazy.
Name drop that. Ben's entire vibe in this scene.
Wait, he said
to this episode as I kind of forgot they just straight up like name drop that. Ben's entire
yeah,
vibe
that's wild.
It's very reminiscent of those people online who treat famous people like they just aren't incapable.
This is a kid's show.
Struggles because they're famous. When he can't blame Nemesis anymore, he tries to downplay the whole Stockholm theory, saying, "No way, she's rich and has it all."
Yeah, he's a kid too. You're not supposed to know about that. I mean, I guess at this age, like, should be able to cope with this, or not cope, be able to, dude, my vocab is so bad. Maybe I'm still not ready for the Stockholm Syndrome discussion.
Downplayed the whole Stockholm theory, saying, "No way, she's rich and has it all." But Gwen counters him by bringing up her non-existent relationship with her parents and her behavior issues, things that fame and money just don't magically fix. In my analysis of The Ultimate Sacrifice, I praise how the show handled conflict between Kevin and Gwen, and I want to give this episode that same praise. Ben plays into his compassion, trying to defend Jennifer all he can, even if he comes off as a fan defending his favorite celebrity. And even in these serious moments, Gwen never escalates an argument with him. She just talks to him because she knows
she's
her
so
cousin.
mature.
There is no need to get angry at him. Ben does the same thing by not getting angry at Gwen's accusations and comments against someone who he clearly cares about, because he knows that she's just trying to help. We even get more when they arrive at a crime scene and we see Ben is just
this episode is too mature for me.
He's went up against.
Maybe I just wanted a kid's show too. I'm the problem. This is why I can't watch adult shows. I just stick to this shit.
See, Ben is just perplexed,
and they bring the adult into my show.
He doesn't understand why Nemesis is doing all of this. In which Gwen responds,
"I'm just a baby, dude."
You have to be an alien to be a monster.
Ben having to realize that someone
hell?
normal like Nemesis can be
I need to start
all
rapping.
those aliens he fights.
She writing bars.
Darker atmosphere. Similar to our hero, we're so used to seeing the aliens in this show and their generic motivations that drive their chaos. But here we see a sad reality that a normal man can be even scarier.
What was the writer going through?
From outer space. As we head towards the conclusion of the episode, and I'm kind of sad with how it ends with an underwhelming fight in a basement, but that's neither here or there. And even though I like,
I mean, it's Nemesis at the end of the day. That's the problem here. Nemesis, no, it's not me. It's Nemesis's fault. Nobody wants to watch this dude. And of course, the final battle is going to be bad. It's just Nemesis.
Ends with an underwhelming fight in a basement, but that's neither here or there. And even though I like Edel, I wish we could have got maybe a cool alien to close it out with, because Gwen.
No, you don't like Edel.
Or a lob.
I'll get you out of here.
I know. Now get to work.
Edel.
I love the line that Gwen gives and Ben preceding it by ripping his cast off like, "That's so tough, King." But you kind of dropped the ball when you turned to Edel. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh
No
God,
offense
this
to Edel,
nigga's
just, you know,
trash.
we could've
But he
went
gets the
five
job
years.
done
That
against
would've been a good
Nemesis.
edit. I do appreciate how the fight escalates though, as it plays out similar to the last one with Ben easily taking care of Nemesis, but once again, Jennifer catches him off guard as
My
she's now
God.
piloting his bootleg Hulkbuster armor. Ben still tries the whole Boy Scout approach with Jennifer and thinking he can talk her out of it, as he refuses to, of course, use violence against someone who he knows just needs help. But it's like Gwen said earlier, you can't help
Ben just wants her back. Ben's not ready to let
she
go.
starts to beat the shit out of him. I do think before she
Don't
starts beating
save
him up,
her.
though, that
She don't
Carl's
want to be
face, if he was
saved.
just standing there, he just looks so odd. Like, are you good, bro? With Jennifer laying down the wombo combo on Ben,
My
it's here where I
God.
fully believe that she's lost herself. Gwen said it before the battle even started that her aura has gotten weaker than it was before. And as this episode has progressed, she's grown closer and closer to Nemesis. I mean, she's changed her appearance, used his gauntlet, and finally
This
placed
shit is
herself
sad,
fully
dude.
in his suit to carry out his goal of killing Ben. Even her battle cry shows that she's left her old life behind, claiming that Nemesis is all she has left. While not being a complex character in the franchise, it's just chilling to witness.
What happened in that gap between the first episode and this episode? How did he gain this much control over her? What did he do? What did he do while he was in jail? They had to be visiting every day, phone calls every day. How do you gain this much control over somebody? The heck? How did he do this? How do you develop? So how do you give somebody Stockholm syndrome?
She's giving her life to Nemesis. Right as she's about to kill Ben, she does hesitate for a split second until Nemesis reminds her of what's at stake: their love. Luckily, Gwen, the motherfucking MVP, comes out of nowhere to close up the game for Team Tennyson, solidifying her status as the GOAT of this episode. Carl and Jennifer do get to share one last moment, and it's almost like touching until you remember the context of their entire relationship. But I like
No,
that
this is
romance
gross.
is written where you can either believe that these two are actually in love or that it is a product of Stockholm syndrome on Jennifer's part. Nemesis taking the blame and sparing Jennifer of this feels like it comes out of a genuine place, and even their talk in the desert.
Did they just let him walk off?
That potential of this being real in both a twisted yet human way. My only big gripe with this episode, outside of the unappealing final battle, is that I just wish Ben at the end of it too had something
Just let him
to
walk
say.
off.
Like he sees firsthand that everything Gwen was saying was right in some way, but he and Gwen just watch as the two of them surrender themselves, and boom, cut episode.
Maybe he
It's
knew
kind of
all
brutal.
along. Maybe he was
It
just
doesn't
he knew
ruin
he
the
was in and
episode for
out.
me, but it would have been nice to see Ben acknowledge his shortcomings and give Gwen some credit. But you know, maybe he's still holding out hope.
Dan Boy Wonder, he needs to start
Overall,
writing
Catch a Falling
episodes,
Star
man.
is a great episode. It's a popular one, but I feel like it doesn't get talked about a lot, if that makes sense. But Ultimate Alien just does such a good job when it decides to make these darker and more serious episodes.
Yeah, I don't
Overall,
know.
Talk about the potential of a mature Ben 10 show, and I feel like people only talk about
Maybe I just wasn't ready for this episode. The multiple times that I watched it, because I really wasn't paying attention the entire time. Maybe I'll pay attention next watch through. Huh? How about that?
because they just want to see Ben punch holes through niggas' chests and shit. Because Ultimate
Oh, is that
Alien,
me?
every once in a while, is a mature Ben 10 show. The writing of this show executes these mature themes so well. They literally took a one-off character like Jennifer and explored what childhood trauma can escalate into, even if you become rich and famous. And they pair her with another one-off character in Captain
Childhood
Nemesis and
trauma.
make him
So
the
is
type
it
of
the detachment she has with her parents? Does that have something to do? Maybe it's like something about the character of the person that makes them susceptible to this Stockholm syndrome. Should I read up on that? This is the part of psychology that I wanted to hear about, not fucking Freud. Taking psychology in school is so underwhelming, dude. Because like in psychology, there's genuinely a lot of stuff I want to know about, like people's behaviors and shit. But it's just not what you want to learn about when you actually get into the class.
pair her with another one-off character in Captain Nemesis and make him the type of villain that we see every day in real life. The kinds of people who take advantage of others, especially ones suffering mentally, and have it all portrayed so scarily accurate in a show where a boy saves the
Stop
world with his
showing
magic
evil,
watch.
dude.
And that's why I think this episode
Gonna piss
deserves
me
its
off.
label of being dark. It's not the kind of episode that scares
Definitely.
you with imagery or disturbing things. Rather,
Yeah.
it scares you by
That
the
is creepy
rules
as
it
hell. I've
makes
never
you,
seen
the
that.
psychological survival horror per se. It would have been very interesting though to see this version of Nemesis in Omniverse.
He
but
does
they just
come
said,
back.
Hell no, we ain't doing that,
Ew.
and they just made him like Tony Stank again. This has always been a really interesting episode to me, and I'm happy I got the chance to finally talk about it. So I want to hear what you all have to say. Let me know what you think about this episode down below, and if you believe it actually is one of the darkest episodes in Cartoon Network's catalog, or has this entire episode been one big stretch by me? Be sure to leave a like and hype the video as well.
I don't know. I'm on the fence right now. Like, before I clicked on this video, I was ready to come in here and start hating. I was like, yeah, I hate this episode. Doesn't matter what you say. But, you know, I was really listening. I don't think I've ever listened that much when I'm, like, reacting to a video. Like, I was genuinely speechless. I was just watching the video. Damn Boy Wonder, man. That was a good talk we just had. You opened my eyes to this episode. I'm not going to skip it anymore. Still may not like it. I don't think it's definitely not as exciting as some of the other ones, but the underlying themes, and I hate Nemesis, but you know, Nemesis, he's the right guy for this. He's the right guy. This kind of gives him a little bit of aura, even though that's kind of wrong to say. The way I'm not even gonna do all that. Good episode or good video. Episode 2, dark for Cartoon Network. Subscribe to Damn Boy Wonder. Subscribe to me, like, comment, whatever. I'll catch you guys in the next one.